Morning, welcome to the first episode of the Peaky Carper. Yeah, some of you may recognise me from Boys on the Bank, but I'm not doing as much fishing as I'd like to with the lad at the moment, so decided to set up this little channel on my own so you can follow my adventures. I'm out on one of my little syndicate waters this morning. We had a bit of a light frost last night, so it's a bit chilly this morning. Sun's just started, well, it's coming up now, so hopefully we'll be in for hopefully bag a few fish. I'm testing a new bait out this morning. New bait. That one there, and this one here, made by a very good friend of mine. So I'm going to give these a blast and see how we get on. Hopefully I'll catch up with you in a bit and we'll have a couple of fish on the bank. See you soon. So the rods are out, a couple of singles just flicked out. Not far out because you don't have to fish very far out here. I'm not going to put any bait in yet. I'm going to leave it a while and just fish a couple of singles. As you can see, the sun is getting up fairly quickly now, and I'm looking forward to this session. And hopefully we're going to pick up a few fish on this new bait. Beautiful morning. So we had a light frost last night, but the chill is starting to come off the air now with that sun coming up. Let's hope for a good day's fishing. Hopefully I'll catch you soon with a fish on the bank. Tight lines, guys, if you're out there today, and I'll catch you in a bit. So rods are out. And, good thing with this place is you can literally park at the back of your peg, so keep nice and warm while watching over the rods. I've just knocked up a little mix there, and just pellet, an amp, and a tiny little bit of liquid that I use. I use in the winter. It's a nice little mix put together. All that's in there is just hemp and pellet. That's all I really use now when I'm fishing on the syndicate waters, and that gives me the option, because it's PVA friendly as well, it gives me the option as well to fish that in little solid bags if I want to. And yeah, that's all I really use now. I just fished over a couple of single pop-ups. I don't really use bottom bait rigs at the minute. More fishing pop-ups and then just dotting a few bottom baits around them with a bit of that pellet. So I don't really do a lot of the bottom bait fishing at the minute. So that's how we're rolling at the moment. Hopefully catch you in a bit with a fish on the bank. So really starting to warm up now, that sun's getting right up, so hopefully we'll be in with a chance. Catch you soon. So I was sitting waiting for a bite. I'll just fill you in what's been happening just lately. I decided to change over my hooks this year. And went to the Northern Angling Show last weekend and picked up some new hooks, hand sharpened hooks. Last year I lost a couple of fish, a little bit down to my own fault, not checking the hooks when they're coming out of the packet, and so decided to go for sharper hooks this year. I've gone for some hand sharpened ones by IB Hooks. Used them, I was out last week, did a quick few hours last week, and I picked up 2 fish, great hook holds. After I had the fish, checked the hooks, they were still super sharp, so quite happy with them at the minute. I will put a picture up in this video of the 2 little mirrors I had last week to give you a glimpse at them. But at the moment it's a little bit quiet. I'm not expecting it to stay like that. The sun is getting right up now, so hopefully there's going to be a chance of a couple of fish. That's what we're hoping for, that's what we're out here for. Fortunately I'm the only one on the lake as well. I've opted for the deeper water this morning when I got here. When I looked down the far end, there's like a little aerator that's switched on, but there's a bit of a wind, choppy wind blowing down that end, and with it being a cold wind I thought I'd sit off the back of that wind now, and I've plugged for the deeper water. Hopefully as the day goes on, if that sun moves round, we might pop over to the shallower water, because obviously that'll warm up quicker. Little tip there for you guys. You know, in these winter months when it's cold, if the sun comes up, the first place it's going to get warm is the you know, that shallow water in the margins, so never avoid it. If you're sitting blanking, the best thing to do is move, you know, and get out. If that sun's up, get in that shallow water or them little margins. Don't sit on your hands thinking, oh, it'll happen in a minute, it'll happen in a minute. You know, get yourself moved. Don't be afraid to move about, and you know, don't sit for hours on end behind your rods waiting for that bite. Keep having a little cast around with your singles. Might be a chance of nicking a bite then. It's a little tip there for you. But, and also try and pick a water that's got a good head of fish as well, because there's nothing worse than, you know, fishing in winter and not catching, especially when you're cold. You know, you want to be out there catching to keep that old adrenaline pumping and keep the old blood pumping through the veins, keeping you warm. You know, just pick a good stop water. Don't go fishing low stop water. You know, big pit low stop water in winter. Try and find somewhere with a good head of fish. Anyway, that's enough waffling on. I'll catch you soon, guys. Hopefully we're going to get some fish on the bank today, and you'll be there to see it. Catch you soon. Welcome back. Just thought I'd give you a quick update. Nothing's happened since I've been here, not so much as a bleep. So I've moved down, the sun's right on the back of me now, and we're in the shallower water. Yeah, I've decided to move to the opposite side in the shallow water, and I've literally put the rod back in about 10 minutes ago, and I've just received the first couple of bleeps. So fingers crossed now. So we're coming up to nearly 1 o'clock now, and this sun is absolutely beaming down this corner. It's a nice quiet little corner as well. There's 2 or 3 other anglers on. They come a couple of hours after me, and they haven't had a single bleep. So for me to move into the shallow water and get a bleep in the first 10 minutes, that's encouraging. I have seen little bits of activity in this corner. I'll flip this round and show you this little corner I'm fishing. So I'm in this little corner. Two guys that rocked up after me have gone for the deeper water. Obviously because this sun's been beaming down in these shallows for a few hours now, I thought I'd get myself down here and have a look. The water's definitely warmed up down here. There's little bits of activity, so hopefully we might receive a take soon. That's what I'm hoping. I have put a little bit of bait down the margin, just to see, because when I was on here the other week I just dropped a little bit of bait in the margin, and had a fish come in and obviously eating the bait, dropped a rig on it, and 3 seconds later it ripped off, so I've stuck with that now. And the same thing again, same approach. It's in these shallows, but so far nothing, so hopefully soon guys we will get something. Be nice to get a fish on video, nice to get a take on video. So fingers crossed for the last few hours. Catch you soon. Hello again. Well, what can I say? Since moving around here I've had the odd couple of bleeps and that's about it. I'm very quiet. Only seen one person have a bite all day, and like I said earlier, he lost it. So got the old Peaky Carper out on now, hoping to bring me a bit of luck. Come on fish, by the order of the Peaky Carper. Yeah, so hopefully something will happen. I have seen activity, that's the thing, I have seen activity. So let's just hope something's going to happen. It's 1:30. I'm staying till around 4, so another 2.5 hours. The sun's gone beyond the cloud at the moment. Hopefully that'll be back round soon, and hopefully these fish will come alive. So, but nothing to report yet, so catch you soon. I don't know whether you can see this, but look at that big cloud of water there. Just had my first take of the day, and it's literally just snagged up right under my feet. The fish is kited away. That's what all this disturbance is here. Once the water's settled down a bit, I'll give you a little look at the snag that it came off on. Absolutely devastated. Well, I don't know if you can see that from here, but look at that horrible snag there. And that's where, oh, stop there, you go, see that better. Horrible snag. And when I got the take, couldn't see it. Because the water was so clouded over. It's only now. And that's what's cost me a fish. I don't know whether you got a clear view or not of that until I get home and check the video footage. So my first take of the day. Got it into the margin. A decent mid-double for this place. That's good. There is a lot of small stuff in here. There is bigger stuff in here, but you have to cut a lot through all the small stuff to get to it. And I've just lost a decent mid-double to that snag, so absolutely devastated. But rod's back out there, repositioned away from that snag now, still on the spot that I was on where I had the take from, but repositioned away from that snag. Unfortunately, when I set up in this peg, I didn't spot that snag. So we go again. we go again. There's still time left. There's probably still another hour and a half left to get a bite. So, fingers crossed. Let's do this. Catch you in a bit.